tuned for sports.
Keeping Score with Jess and Dean.
It is Sunday, August 24th, birthday weekend for Dean. Yay! Happy birthday weekend!
Thank you.
Someone's gonna open gifts. Someone's gonna open gifts.
At the end of the show.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Very
because,
nice.
I'm not comfortable with all of it, but
Oh.
it's just, listen,
It's an signed Nina Long autograph picture.
I got Friday morning, I got a nice little text from your better half,
Yes.
and it's a nice picture.
Yeah.
It was a nice picture. I'm just saying.
Did you like the
she had her-
phrasing too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved it. And then she had her fastball in the picture.
She's-
I know I said a
she
few
knows
times
how
that
to pick a good pick.
she's not throwing 95 anymore, Nia Long, but she's still in the upper 80s. Solid.
Solid indeed. Well, I'm very happy. Did you have a good birthday? You had to work, which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
That's okay. Guys, especially guys, even when I was a kid, if you work, it's your day, you work.
Right.
I don't like a lot of fanfare. I just prefer to get through the night and not have anybody know. I like peace and quiet.
Oh, Mama G was going to ruin that for you.
I mean, listen, Thursday was a tough one. Now, even though it wasn't my birthday on Thursday until Friday, Thursday I was underwater. I had a funeral in the morning and then a double, it was an 11, 12-hour day. So busy, never looked up at the TV. We didn't even have the Red Sox game on. There was pro golf was on.
I thought you were going to say
all
Pro
day.
FM was on. Thank you very much.
Somebody asked for golf at like 3:30. One of my in-betweeners from before you get busy at night.
Yeah.
And we just never turned it off. I was buried at the bar. I didn't even want to know the score of the game because I get aggravated. Don't roll the eyes. I get it. Sox
You should
won.
be the one that's aggravated.
So finally, I went to my phone and I saw 4-3 Sox top of 7. So I said, "All right, boom!" I pop Fox on. Everybody's out of the restaurant. It's like 9:15,
okay.
and it's just the rest of the night's mine now. I said, "All right, I'll put myself through the torture of these last 3 innings, and then we'll talk about it. We'll pick that back up in the baseball segment." But my point is, that was a nice early birthday gift. I'll take that. That's really all that I really need, just to feel good for a night
Yeah.
when you're playing in the Bronx. I know you think
You
it's
like feeling good for a
I
night.
know. Too much class. Even on my birthday, I know I get carte blanche. I can say and do whatever I want for a day, but too much class on that
All
one.
right, well, yeah, I'm
And
just
we're
trying
on
to throw it out there.
We're on a tasteful station till 7:90. I got to be careful.
Okay. So, all right. So we had the birthday weekend,
Yeah.
and Mama G said she wanted to buy you a drink. I know she was at the bar on Thursday night, and I'm like, well, you can't actually buy the bartender a drink when he was so busy. I'm like, that's
Usually
that's a job.
good for the restaurant. We pay our bills. It's good for everybody. But it was a little bit more than busy. It was crushing.
Slam, yeah.
I was underwater, but I got it done.
Yeah, you always do.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we just, we move forward. So obviously today is Sunday the 24th.
Yep.
And of course 10 on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
I know now in a perfect world, I'm just letting you know, and I feel like if I do something for my birthday, go out to dinner with my mother and brother tonight,
Yeah.
it's more for my mother because we're getting my mother out of the house and it makes her, and she can go tell my cousins that we went out to dinner, and that's fine. It's okay.
You're on the radio.
I am letting you know, and obviously anybody who's listening, I'm not afraid to say it because I know mommy's not listening. But the fact of the matter is, I would love to do 10 on Sunday.
Yeah.
And obviously keeping
Have some-
score. 10 on Sunday, a little bit of a break. Go to Cranston Stadium and do the whole double thing again, and go to my baseball game, and then just have have a few pops after the game and have the rest of the day just Dean Day.
Yeah.
But that's not how
Ooh,
it's.
we
That's
should
that's
hashtag
not
that.
that's not how it's going to roll because obviously my
Day.
mother and brother are my family, and of course we it's more for my mother, even though it's supposed to be my day.
Do you plan it or does she plan it? Or does your brother plan it? It's Dean's birthday. Actually, what are we doing here? We should have some better lights. By the way, we're back on YouTube again. Keep
Love
score,
it.
Jess and Dean.
You're doing a great job with it. It's a work in progress. We're great though.
Yeah.
No, but I plan as far as making a reservation if there's a dinner to go to. My brother's not great at that, and then obviously he's gonna foot the bill. So
nice.
he eats the damage. So
And where are you going?
I'm gonna
Spain?
no
Oh, Sienna.
no. We're gonna leave Cranston. Let's just say that. We're gonna leave
Oh, you're
Cranston.
not driving.
So that's probably 6:00, probably around 6. And the Sox Yankees are the Sunday night game of
Okay.
the week. It's
Yeah, well, obviously,
Will-
because the Yankees can lose because they suck.
Will Warren versus Dustin May in the finale in the Bronx on
the
Sunday night.
redhead.
So Sunday night baseball,
Mm.
yeah. So good stuff there. So it's been a good weekend. I got no complaints. Had to work Saturday also. So it's been a tough one. One of the waiters has got a wedding, so I'm
Significant.
filling in. Yeah, she's gonna have to bide her time until Tuesday. She's had a lot going on her plate, so that's
Yeah.
why we've had the little bit of a interruption in in our time. So
Okay,
I'm not gonna say I was gonna see service.
Never mind.
but Forget it. I'm like,
that will be happening later. Anyway, so I guess we should get on with the big show. I will tell. Listen, I had a very busy week at work. I wasn't as I didn't pay as much attention to a lot of things as I should. I had a look on TMZ. Didn't know that Jaylen Brown's dad
that was
attempted murder situation, and he
Jeez.
was that in Vegas or something?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like these dads, Patrick Mahomes' dad, dad,
Yeah.
and
Who was a
Jaylen-
major league pitcher, and
Yeah,
he acted
like-
foolish. You guys don't
What's
know how
going
much you
on?
have. Like, just
Chill
act
out.
normal. Yeah, really.
I guess you
Jaylen
don't know
Brown's dad, does he realize his son's making like 70 beans a year for the Celtics? You don't need to stab anybody.
No.
You don't need to
ask him
attempt
for
murder.
a grand.
You know,
Like,
it's what goes off in their
chill
heads.
out.
Terrible.
All right, so we're just obviously going to be football and baseball heavy, and
Yeah.
I hate the Yankees and birthdays that and
What?
more. Yeah, I know exactly. So I tried to do a little switcheroo on the our little board over here. So we're going to see what happens when I play this button. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, that's the right one. The football sounder. All right, so not only we didn't cover last week's game, preseason Patriots taking on Minnesota, which was I was in a pool, so I didn't see it. I hear that game was a lot better than the third preseason game that was on Thursday night on Amazon, where I watched Dart go all the way down the field, score a touchdown, and then I don't know what was his name, Woodbridge.
Woodbridge, yeah, Woodbridge. By the way, back up a second. In a pool, like you weren't in a football pool, you were in a pool
In
of
a
water.
pool. Oh,
yeah.
gorgeous
How
pool.
was it?
Oh, it was unbelievable. It was gorgeous. It's huge. I'll take you there. I'm sure Papa Chris would invite you.
I don't know who.
You know my friend Cassandra, who owns
Yeah.
Listening Goddesses and
Yes.
Dive Bar.
Yes.
Her parents' house.
Okay.
Huge pool.
Yeah.
All they do, it's Papa and Nanny, and all they do is cook for us.
Sounds like a good
And
time.
it was a great time sitting in the pool. So I did not see the Patriots Vikings game, but the score would look great. to
And
me.
by the way, Jess, you don't remember this, but I think this last week we were talking about the Patriots playing a Saturday game, and you made kind of a face when I said, you show that they're playing. I don't know if we said this on air or like off air during our production talking about it, and you made a face because I was like, well, no, they never play, and then during the broadcast, see, I know because you get a feel for it. I don't remember ever watching them on a Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Right.
Preseason game. It's always a Thursday night, a Friday night, sometime during the week. And they put a stat up on the board. It said it was the first time they had played on a Saturday afternoon preseason game since like 1997 versus the Broncos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it
And
has
why
been a
is
long
that?
time. I don't know, but that game actually, to be honest with you, I'm glad that obviously you were busy in the pool. That's great. But this was the Efton Chisholm game, and this is I told you about this kid, and I said it on the show last week. We're not getting this kid through waivers. I saw some things, and I don't care. I know usually I always say, yeah, against guys that'll be bagging groceries in 2 weeks. I don't care. This guy knew where the sticks were. He knew how to get to the marker for the first down. He took 4 or 5 guys on a couple of times, but they couldn't get him down. He knew exactly where to get Jesse with 3 or 4 plays. One drive, I think he had 6 grabs. He scored the touchdown. I saw a lot to like, and I said it last week. I said there's a little Edelman in there. There's a little bit of Welker. You threw Amendola in there. There's something there. I know. Let's not get excited. Undrafted guy. But there are diamonds in the rough.
Yeah.
This kid could be one. He's not making it through waivers. I got a text from Delcar, one of our loyal listeners, and this was Thursday while I was at work, and I didn't even know it happened, but I had predicted on our show that Jalen Polk, they would just throw him on IR for the year because it's better for him. He still gets a paycheck. He won't get caught because he's not making the team.
Correct.
And now they're saying shoulder surgery, and Delcar's like, yeah, you nailed that one. I said, I've been hot lately with foreseeing the future. I'm not usually that good at that.
You're
But,
really in the zone.
Well, I knew he wasn't going to be one of the 5 or 6 receivers going, being their September, first game against the Vegas Raiders. So, Polk's on IR, and nobody really cares about that one at all.
Exactly. That's
so.
a kind of like, I feel as though if he wasn't injured, he'd be cut. No?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's a legit injury. I think I'd heard about the shoulder thing before. Again, he never played. Doesn't do anything. When did he get hurt? Nobody even knows. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to inquire about this guy.
Right.
So it's depending on what they do. One still could be on the scrap heap. We don't know what's going on there.
I don't feel good about Bourne.
Baker's trying to make it on special teams. Like I said, they're
I
trying to
saw
get a
him do
roster
one
spot.
play on Thursday night.
23 yards. They saw you had a run. Yeah, one.
That was it?
23 yards. It was a run back.
So
I know.
that was the only one I saw?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Good night.
But
I don't
again-
know if any people in wheelchairs are going to be getting up for that.
Obviously, you're fast forwarding to the Giants game, but even in that
Yeah,
Minnesota
sorry.
game, just early in that game, of course, the Patriots drove the ball down. I think Dobbs was in at quarterback at that point, but May did start the game. There were some things I liked. There were some things that I didn't like.
Oh.
The good news is some of our receivers look like there's some separation now. They're getting open. Matt Collins is going to be okay for the Patriots. I like him. He's a little bit of a character. You need a guy like that. He's got he knows where to get the feet on the sideline, but there was a ball that he caught. A beautiful catch on the sideline. He had it really go up high. My point is, May threw the ball high.
Yeah.
There was another one earlier in that drive where he threw one right over the middle to Pop Douglas, and he threw it too high, and it should have been picked off and dropped by the safety for Minnesota. But my point is, there were guys open. So that means that we've had a hard time separating the last couple of years, getting the talent level. It looks like it's a little.
Is he not used to throwing it?
Well, I'm saying he better he better work on the accuracy. Because there's some guys that are getting open. I saw some things I did like from them. Obviously, the work ethic is there. Hard worker, wants to be great, but there's a long way to go, and there's a lot of doubt going on in New England right now. A lot of people believe that he's not ready, or it doesn't look like he is going to take that jump in season 2. We need him to.
Yeah, and that's the thing is he doesn't do that.
It's
Then
all
what?
about him.
I
It's all-
know
yeah,
that's the
it's-
thing. Do you think it's something that's too much? I mean, what is he, 22? Is that too much pressure for him? And a lot of people say, well, it was Jaden Daniels' that was his rookie season, but he's like 26,
Yeah,
isn't
he's
he?
24, 25 coming
Yeah.
out of college, just won the Heisman, went to 4 schools. May
Right.
obviously was 21 when he got drafted. A little bit of a difference there, but obviously you don't you don't want to burn these years before you know it. He's in his 4th, 5th year, and you're thinking about another contract. He's going to have to produce, and I believe he's still the guy. There's still too much athleticism. He's got the arm strength. He's got the
He
size.
can run.
He's got the size. So there's still a lot to like, and it's all about protection and see what that, if the offensive line can keep him upright this season, that's going to be a key.
And how was the O-line? Did Moses play?
Not bad. Moses has been hurt. He hasn't played, which is odd because he was.
He didn't do anything.
All I told you for his career, though, with the Ravens, the Jets, is that this guy plays 16, 17 games. Now he comes over and it's like, are they keeping
Saving
him
him.
fresh? Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. But, they got the kid Ben Brown, who was there last year when it was really bad. They're saying he factors into the mix. So when I start thinking about anybody from last year's line, outside of Onwenu, who's highly paid, he was there last year. He's okay. Wasn't great. Came in out of shape this year, a little bit heavy. But if Ben Brown's one of your starting linemen, I think the Pats could be in a little bit of trouble. But it's all. Listen, Doug Marone's the offensive line coach, and he's a proven guy. He was a head coach in Jacksonville. So you got a guy there. It's not Dante Scarnecchia, but he's proven. He's a guy that they've definitely upgraded their coaching room. We know that with McDaniels on offensive line. Offensive coordinator, and of course, Doug Marrone is your offensive line coach.
I do have a question, and I know this probably doesn't make sense with Josh
McDaniels
on the sidelines, and you're saying that the players are getting separation. Does that have anything to do with him, or is that just the players? Is it the way the play is being called, and that's why it have anything to do with that? Or
it
no?
helps, but you have to have athletes too. And obviously, if you start to see separation this year, and you didn't see it the last 2 years, you have to think that McDaniels factors into that,
Yeah.
and it's in the schemes and getting guys open and putting them in positions to succeed. But we know Pop Douglas is elusive. He's got speed. He can run. Matt Collins is not a burner, but he's a big guy. Hollins is the kind of guy I look at as when it's 3rd down and 7 and you got him in as a third receiver, he's going to get you. He's going to move the chains. He's going to keep things going. He's not not a guy that's going to catch 75 balls, but you could get 45, 50 catches out of him. I think the Patriots have a bunch of guys that if you put it together, you don't have that. I mean, Diggs has the potential, if healthy, to be a 90, 100 catch guy. But everyone else, you're looking at guys that could get 50 catches. You got Hunter Henry's going to get his.
Yeah.
He hasn't really
I forgot about Hunter.
He hasn't
How's
really,
he been doing?
He hasn't been playing, and he's not hurt. So,
Okay.
you know what? I have no problem with that. Last game against the Giants, and it was a throwaway. Kyle Duggar was the only guy in there, the guy everyone's talking about. Either they're going to trade him, cut him. They got to take he makes 15. You cut him, you take the dead cap hit anyways. You're better off keeping him unless you can trade him and maybe get rid of some of the money. Someone will take him on and you get someone to pay half of the 15. You get rid of him. He played a lot in that Giants game. He's been there, 5 years now? So you usually don't play that much in that game. And he did play well. He had 6 tackles and an INT. He had an interception in the game. Doug is a good player.
Thank you for explaining the eye.
Well, Doug is a good player, and he came out as a 2nd-round pick a few years ago from a small school. That was one of Bill's pretty good picks. And right now he's just getting passed over just by a couple of safeties that have come on the scene. Again, this most recent draft of 2025 looks like the kid Craig Woodson, I believe, out of California. He looks like the guy that they love. This kid, he could be the guy to take the job from Duggar. You still got Pep Peppers, I know we didn't want him back after the stuff that happened last year, but he was kind of exonerated with the drug charge and all the stuff that was going on.
Being fresh.
Peppers is a pretty good player if he can keep his head on straight. So there's a lot to like about the offensive side and the defensive side as we get really, really close. Next week we're going to do our picks. So
yes,
we're really on the brink of another season.
I know. I'm excited for that, and the weather kind of seems to be coordinating.
It's coordinating. And by the way, you're feeling it in the air, like you said. It's getting nice and cool and everything.
Yes.
And I like the fact that, like, obviously Patriots finished the preseason 2-1. Nobody cares about the record. There's not a fourth game. The last couple of years they truncated it to 3 games, and I'm fine with that. I'd be fine if they didn't play any. But.
I know that's also true. But I feel like if no one played any, I guess it's just for the people that are on the bubble, really, right?
Yeah, and it sounds to me right now like there was no major injuries that came out of either game, the Vikings or the Giants game. I think my brother said there was one running back that was like sort of a kid that kind of came out of nowhere. I forgot his name, and he said that he had an MCL injury and could be out for the season, but he wasn't factoring in as one of the top 3. It's going to be Stevenson, Gibson, and of course, Henderson from Ohio State's going to be terrific. He was great in that Minnesota game. He had a couple of nice runs. He took one to the house. He looked good. It was him.
We should just save him for it.
I mean, it was him and Chisholm. I'm liking between the draft and some of the guys you got in free agency, of course. And I'm going to say the guy's name right this time. It's Wooldridge. He's terrible. He's terrible. He's not good. He's not good. Listen, Tommy Cutlets threw 3 touchdowns on the other side. He came from a small school. I forgot. He was undrafted. He's not sniffing it.
Does he have anything with the wine?
That's Woodbridge. I love you, though.
That's why I keep calling him Woodbridge.
By the way, Jess, if he gets waived and they want to bring him back to the practice squad, they'll be able to because he's passing through waivers. Efton Chisholm is not passing through waivers. Number 86. That's my guy. I'm buying in on him, and I always say I'm never going to take the cheese, whether it's Celtics Summer League, Patriots preseason. No, I'm not doing this. But there is a guy every once in a while that pops, and no pun intended to Pop Douglas when he came out 3 years ago as a 6th round pick. Chisholm was undrafted.
That's insane.
There's something there. I see it. I feel it.
Now, I do have a question. I might have asked you this last year. So all the people that played in the 3rd preseason game, like Woodridge, not Bridge, say, my question is, do they get to keep their uniform even if they don't play for the Patriots ever again?
I'm sure
do they take the thing with their...
when they tell you, first of all, when you get the call, they say bring your playbook. Mike wants to see you in his office. Bring your playbook, your history.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually they sit you down and they say, you know what, we're gonna release you today, but anything can happen. We keep all doors open. You could get brought back. I'm sure they'll have no problem in taking the jersey with them, but it's over. It's over for Ben. I think it's Ben Woodward. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the 3 and out. I was like, good night.
Hey, and by the way, I always try to be a man of my word. When I say I do something, I'm going to do it, and I still haven't done it. That's 2 weeks in a row I've said that I'm going to get it, but I'll just end up binging it. So next week I'll be able to report more. I haven't got to Hard Knocks yet, but I am going to do it. So it's obviously on Buffalo this year, and I've just been so busy, and I did get into a show that, like I said, I didn't like, but now I do like it. So I've been kind of absorbed with that, engrossed with it.
Oh, wait a minute. We are going to put that in later. We're going to be like your new show.
Well, you called me the other day, and I said it stunk. But
we didn't even talk about how you saw me the other day. We're going to do that at the end. That's at the end.
That's in there. It was in the bullet points. It was in the bullet points. I
didn't know if we were going to do the beginning of the show, the end of the show.
That was special.
I asked my mom. Anyway,
leave room for that. Just leave room for that.
We have a lot. Trust me, we got a lot of room in this show. There's plenty of it. Last week, did we review the top 5 receivers? Did we ended up having our final list of that?
We talked about it a little bit. Again, at this point,
you want to do it for next week?
Yeah, I think we're going to save all our roster spots and what we think the depth shots are as we make our picks.
Okay, very good. So why don't we thank our sponsors, which we will not talk. We're still learning. I'm seeing things that are weird in this volume thing, but anyway, we're going to thank our sponsors, and we're going to be very quiet while they play. And then we're going to talk any more football. Do we have anybody around the league that we want to talk about? Is Aaron Rodgers still walking?
We're going to come back and we're going to throw a couple of little nuggets out, and then we're going to move on.
Okay, very good.
790 The Score, your best bet for sports.
The Rhode Island Building and Construction Trades Council. 10,000 skilled craftsmen and women. Together with our contractors, we spend approximately $6 million per year training our membership in state-of-the-art construction technologies to ensure a stable, safe, and productive workforce, delivering projects on time and on or under budget with the finest craftsmanship in the industry. The Rhode Island Building and Construction Trades Council. We build Rhode Island.
Celebrating 25 years, Build RI members have been directly involved in constructing over 110 local, all-union, large-scale commercial construction projects worth more than $10 billion. promoting local economic development initiatives in order to create business opportunities for local businesses and work opportunities for local skilled craftsmen and women in a competitive environment that is level and fair. With career opportunities developed through apprenticeship training programs, the focus is geared towards making their craftsmen and women the most highly skilled in the construction industry. To find out more, visit buildri.org. All right, we got some little tidbits of around the league in the NFL. What do you want to talk about?
I mean, you said to me, Dean, like, what did you see in this last week that really stood out to you? And I don't think this is a major thing. Obviously, Dallas, Jerry Jones, Mekhi Parsons, they're still trying to figure it out. That's still crazy. Like, Jerry claims that he's offered him, one of the richest contracts for a non-quarterback. This always gets dragged out in Dallas. I think they like the attention. But Parsons is a polarizing figure. He's a great player, a little bit of a mouth, but he can back it up on the field. He's a pretty good player, really good player, weak guy. And, of course, you throw him in there with McLaurin and Trey Hendrickson from Cincinnati. Those are the three guys that you've been hearing about every week as far as, like, could they be on the move somewhere else? And, obviously, we'll get close to the season.
They never win, so why not trade?
Yeah, we'll see how that all plays out. But the one move that was made during the week, one decision that was made that I want going to ask you if you saw that was the fact that Indianapolis made a decision at starting quarterback, and it was not Anthony Richardson.
Well, obviously not. He can't even. He broke his finger. He gets tired.
Daniel Jones got the nod.
That is crazy.
Now, obviously, you think of Daniel Jones. If you're Indianapolis, what you're hoping for is sort of like I would equate it. Their hope. I would equate it to maybe like a Sam Darnold type situation. Okay. Sat on the bench a little bit, in limbo, career crossroads, but maybe hold the clipboard for a little bit and maybe see what happens. There's something there. Donald did it in San Fran. Hold the clipboard. Clipboard ended up in Minnesota. Now he's in Seattle making a lot of money. Jones goes over to Indianapolis after a little stint in Minnesota last year. He was there for briefly after the Giants let him go. Yeah. And he beats out Richardson. I know you're probably saying like it didn't take much, but this was your number 4 pick. So now if you're Indianapolis, you're looking at like there's still a lot of talent there. This is not Zach Wilson. Okay. But this guy, like obviously 25 years old, 6'4", 260 pounds. There's still a lot of talent, a lot of the measurables. Obviously not getting it done on the field. There's something going on internally there. There's something off with him. But obviously
he's got the same girlfriend off the field.
Well, Jones?
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about Richardson. I don't know about Jones's chick. Was she hot?
Yes, you're the one that showed me her.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, I'll look it up. Anyway, go back.
Yeah, but I'm saying Richardson's probably going to get back in there again at some point. I don't think Indianapolis is ready to punt on him. The 4th pick, not 2 years ago. So that'll be interesting to see what the Indianapolis Colts do. We'll have to ask around Casale.
Yeah, the Casale Lickers. We'll let you know.
You know that. We'll get into that later. But,
Hold on, I'm looking up Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about because it's kind of interchangeable. Because I do believe Daniel Jones is very talented. I just think once something falls apart, he completely falls apart. Yeah. Like it's like you go from bad to worse.
That's not the sport or the position in that.
He looks
sport.
better with a beard.
That's not the position in that sport that you want to be that guy. If you think that those are his shortcomings, that's not a guy who's going to last long. All right, enough with Daniel Jones' check. All right,
sorry.
It's over.
Now it's over.
It's over with
I can't find her. Yeah.
Win games. You got another shot at it. Win games.
Just not against us. I'm fine with that.
I don't care if he's dating a 4 or a 12. Just win games.
You're the one that stuck. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So that's it. And Aaron Rodgers is still alive. Okay, very good. Let's go.
Living.
Let's talk about baseball. Yankees, Red Sox. I learned I cannot watch them.
I can't either.
I get too emotional and I get angry. I turn into my father. Actually.
You know what, Jess? Let's back up a little bit before that. Obviously, Jerry and George.
Obviously.
No, you go back, Jess, earlier in the week because the Yankees were red hot. They had won 5 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They won 2 games in Tampa, which actually I say in Tampa is the Yankees spring training stadium because that's what Tampa's using for their home. Yankees hit 14 home runs in 2 games. Basically, that's all they do is hit home runs, but they hit a lot of them.
I know, but
they hit a lot of them. Yeah. I mean, Judge got
not against the Red Sox.
Judge has got 40 jacks already, but I'm saying the Yankees have been playing good ball, and I was right. They did catapult to the top of the wild card in the last week. As the Red Sox, you can't make this up, Jess. And I know you're nodding because the Red Sox grabbed one Thursday night, and I'm telling you, the Red Sox did over the weekend with after they hosted the Marlins at Fenway for 3 games. They're the only team that can win 2 out of 3, and you felt terrible about it because the Red Sox won the first 2 of the series, and then they didn't win on Crochet Day, which was Sunday. They gave it away because they had a 7-2 lead in the 9th on Saturday, and they put Isaiah Campbell in, who doesn't even belong in the major leagues, not Christian Campbell, the second baseman.
He's not up yet, or is he?
No, this is a relief pitcher that they put in, Jess. They had a 7-2 lead. The moral of the story is 7-2 lead in the 9th. They're up a 5 spot. You shouldn't have to put Chapman in to close the game out. So they put Chapman in the closeout Saturday when they shouldn't have had to. He had pitched the night before. Now you can't use him 3 days in a row and burn him. So the next day they couldn't close it out with Whitlock and Weissett, and they blow the game on Sunday, the game that Crochet pitch, and it snowballed into the week that started, and they lost 2 to Baltimore. The Red Sox lost 2 at home to Baltimore. There was some games on the Tuesday night game, they had the bases loaded 3 innings in a row and didn't score a run.
I did hear about that, but it doesn't matter. I'm still saying they know how to play when they play the Yankees. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Before we get into the Sox-Yankee series, what are you looking for?
I'm looking
I gotta
for.
know, 'cause I'm getting aggravated now.
I need the keyboard because I'm trying to find your Seinfeld thing because the first night of the Yankees-Red Sox game,
the Costanza under the
bobblehead. People were waiting 8 hours to get that because only first 18,000 people got it.
I'm going to surprise you with something on that one. I'm going to surprise you with something on that one.
What?
So that episode where he's under the desk?
Yes.
I didn't really like the episode that much, to be honest with you. That was the episode where Jerry wanted to change his apartment around.
Oh, here we go. Let's get the synopsis. No, go ahead. I'm still looking for the thing.
Jerry wanted to change the apartment around, and the guy that was doing the construction was really aggravating. He would just always say, "So what do you want me to do? You want me to use this? You want me to use?" Jerry's finally goes, "Make a decision."
Oh, yeah.
And finally he said, "Go to George," and George goes, "Anyway, he can come over to the Yankee Stadium and he's like, you know what? Just go do George's job." His name was Conrad. Call me Connie, Conrad, whatever you want to call me. I know what I'd like to call you. He said, but that episode wasn't one of my favorite episodes.
Wait, what do I got here? Hold on.
New beds.
Well, we can't use all of it for legal reasons,
right.
So you get it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
that's all you get.
So I did see that. Yeah, I didn't know they were waiting 8 hours for that particular bobblehead.
Okay, so now I feel better. There we go.
I'll bet you that's one that our friend Dave DeMayo will get his hands on somehow because obviously
that's gonna be
as we're doing our show right now. I just got a happy birthday text from Dave DeMayo.
Oh, happy birthday!
My guy,
Dave,
guy.
he's a good guy.
Dave's solid. He's a loyal guy. He's the best. But
okay, I'm sorry.
No, I know you say like you can't watch it. I don't watch it either because it's Maylock City. My stomach turns. But the Red Sox got a good result on Thursday night. The Yankees look like the Red Sox as far as throwing the ball all around. Ben Rice threw one into center field. I don't know where it was going.
That was the first inning.
You're not Benito Santiago back in the 80s. You can't throw from your knees, Rice. Stop it now. He tried to throw from his knees. He got the home
run to make it 1-1.
No, Rice is solid. You got to. So I put it on in the 7th, Jess. It was 4-3 Boston.
Yeah.
And I said, they're not going to win this game 4-3. They have to add on. So, of course, Steven Matz comes out of the bullpen. Lefty they got from St. Louis. And Ben Rice hits a triple to the gap. I said, uh-oh, here we go. But he strikes out Chisholm on a cutter and then gets out of the
Chisholm from football.
And no, not Efton Chisholm. This is Jazz. Yeah, I like him. He's solid ball player.
He looks like a nice guy.
Then Goldschmidt popped up, and they got out. Somebody got out of the inning. So the bottom line is when Roman Anthony hit a 2-run homer tape measure shot in the 9th inning to give the Red Sox a little breathing room. It was Aroldis Chapman in the 9th who was just throwing BBs. Didn't even have to strike anybody out. A little bit erratic with the control, but his ERA is like what his whip and his ERA are like almost the same. It's like it's 0.1. It's crazy. His ERA is 1.10.
Why did the Yankees get rid of him in the first place? Actually,
but that doesn't. That's red. You know what, Jess? I don't look at it like, the Yankees shouldn't have let him go. He's been on like 5 teams since the Yankees let him go.
Oh, that's true.
And they had a bad breakup too because like there was a playoff series. Boone said he's not going to be on the first roster,
and then he didn't go on the plane.
They had a plane or they had a practice day and he didn't go to it. They said just go home. They just basically just said you're done with us. So it didn't end well there, and he hasn't been good for 3 or 4 years. This year he's resurrected, and he needs help behind him. You can't just you can't run him out there at 37 3 out of every 4 games. Yeah, it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not like he's yours. 54, your birthday. Exactly.
What?
All right, so continue. I'm sorry.
I do want to say the and you always feel bad about the business end of sports, but it is it's business. Roster spots are tough. You're trying to make the playoffs right now. The Abraham Toro era ended in Boston the other day when he got designated for assignment. Now, here's a guy who helped them all year when they had nobody at first base. Switch hitter, played a little bit of first, a little bit of third, but the last 2 months was one of the worst hitters in baseball. He was hitting like 145. And I told you on the end of the baseball segment last week that the Red Sox were going to look at Nathaniel Lowe, who was first baseman for the Washington Nationals, used to play for Tampa Bay, got a ring in 2023 with the Texas Rangers, only hitting 216 at the time of when he got DFA'd by the Nationals. But you're in Washington. You're not into it. You know, he has a chance to come in a pennant race now. The Red Sox pick him up. They don't have to, they just pay the remainder of what's left. They got him off waivers, so he gets prorated the rest of the year. Toro gets DFA'd, and now you got a little bit of pop at first base right now. He can platoon with Romy Gonzalez, hit against right-handed pitching, and of course, hit a home run against Baltimore to push one of the games into 11 innings when they lost the other night. Had a nice game against the Yankees, made a nice catch in foul ground on a Judge pop-up the other night. So there's some things I like about these little moves. You can't make trades now, but you can still pick guys up off the scrap heap, and this looks like a nice pickup for the Red Sox.
Is it Abreu that's out for the rest of this? Or?
Not the rest of the season, but he came out of the Marlins game Sunday with a little calf issue, and they said he wasn't going to get shelved to the IL, but he did. They finally did put him on the IL, and they did call up. I'm glad you mentioned that, Jess. They called up one of their rising prospects, another young kid. And I can't say his name because you'd have to Google him to see how many letters are in his name.
Oh, no.
Well, his nickname is the password. He's got so many letters in his name. He's a right-handed hitter with some pop. His last name is Garcia. I'm going to say Joxton. I can't really say it. It's really.
Wait, it's Garcia. His first name's Garcia?
No, his last name.
So it's Garcia something password?
So it's Garcia, his last name, and he's got like 15 letters in his first name. So he's been added to the roster. That's
hilarious.
They showed him at Fenway. It gives him a little bit of lefty righty kind of thing. Maybe play a little outfield, maybe first base, DH. He's not going to play a lot, but he's a young kid that's could help as Abreu goes on the IL. And it doesn't help the Red Sox, but it moves Rafaela back to center field. Rafaela was hot when he was playing center. Since he moved in to play second base, he was hitting like 150. So it just maybe psychologically he's used to center field.
Yeah.
And now
he's more calm.
Yeah, maybe. And David Hamilton got the call back. He's the guy who can run. He ran around the bases against the Yankees Thursday night. He's fast. What do I always tell you? Can't steal first. You got to get on.
Yeah.
But he brings an element to the Red Sox that it looks like he could help them down the stretch. So, listen, there's a lot of baseball to be played. The Red Sox and Yankees are still up at the top with Seattle for those 3 wild card spots. Watch out for the Kansas City Royals. They're not messing around. They've been hot since they got baby Yaz. He's celebrating his grandfather's birthday on Friday, 86 years old.
Just
Captain
like you.
Carl.
Not 86.
Yeah. So feel it sometimes. But
if you're doing a double.
I think there's still a lot to like about this playoff chase. You got 6 teams fighting for 3 spots down the stretch. And like I said, the Yankees were winners of 5 straight going into that series with Boston. It does seem like Boston has played them well this year.
They have their number. They can't do it.
Yeah, so they got they finish up tonight, May versus Warren, then you still got 3 more at Fenway. I think I will be going on the 14th with PV.
No kidding.
I think so, and that's a Sunday. I think that's a Sunday night game too at 7:10.
You will be broadcasting, or you will be
covering
posting.
it for Keeping Score.
Thank you very much. I like that.
Absolutely.
You going with anybody else, or just PV is a
I never asked.
exclusive date?
He knows the rosters to put together, so he never gets 2. He always gets 4 tickets. So he's probably got 2 guys that he knows would like Sox Yanks.
Okay, very
and I'm
nice.
fine with that. Even if it's a Yankee fan, I'm fine with that. It'll probably be like Lenny or maybe Zach or somebody
Lenny's
like that.
smart.
But he'll always put a good crew together, and it's always a good time with PV.
Yes, of course. And what else do you want to talk about? Do we thank our sponsors and then we come back with a little extra baseball around the league? Okay, we're going to do that. Quick, stand by.
790 The Score, your best bet for sports.
Celebrating 25 years, Build RI members have been directly involved in constructing over 110 local, all-union, large-scale commercial construction projects worth more than $10 billion, promoting local economic development initiatives in order to create business opportunities for local businesses and work opportunities for local skilled craftsmen and women in a competitive environment that is level and fair. With career opportunities developed through apprenticeship training programs, the focus is geared towards making their craftsmen and women the most highly skilled in the construction industry. To find out more, visit buildri.org.
The Rhode Island Building and Construction Trades Council. 10,000 skilled craftsmen and women. Together with our contractors, we spend approximately $6 million per year training our membership in state-of-the-art construction technologies to ensure a stable, safe, and productive workforce, delivering projects on time and on or under budget with the finest craftsmanship in the industry. The Rhode Island Building and Construction Trades Council. We build Rhode Island.
All right, you just showed me Catsword's first name. The parents are mean. Like that is that makes
Why put him in
JHOSTYNXON.
I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I would think
I
it's a
got
soft
I
J.
got a tour with Rick. He's Garcia to me. I mean, he did it with who was the kid? Erskine went to the center for PC. We just call him Oswald.
Yeah, right.
I can only do so much on an hour show over here. I mean, we know I'm not the most articulate guy in the world, but I can bring it. I know my stuff.
Do you call him Hosty? Maybe it's soft J. No, the silent J. HOSTY. I'm calling him Hosty.
Again, let's cut to the chase.
All right, let's go.
Hit the ball.
Oh, yeah,
How about
that's
that?
true.
Hit the ball. I don't care. By the way, back on the Red Sox when I talked about the kid Campbell who kind of killed the bullpen but that outing, it hurt them for 3 days. Actually, he finally was sent back. He hasn't been DFA'd. He's back in Worcester where he belongs. If that.
It's kind of like when I was asked to be in the gifted program, and then I was there for like one day, and they put me back into the regular.
What?
They were just like, nope, she doesn't belong here. Send her back to the classroom. Sorry, go ahead.
No, so obviously jumping around. There was some news on Zach Wheeler, and this is not something to joke about. You talk about, you want to win a World Series, but the health of a player and their families, and there's so much more at stake. But Zach Wheeler has a blood clot in his right shoulder. One of the top 5 pitchers in Major League Baseball. Kyle Schwarber is hit his 45th for the Phillies. He's their number 1 pitcher, Wheeler. So like Schwarber, Harper, that's a team that could win it all. They're saying he had a little surgery. They did something to kind of like alleviate. It's in his right shoulder. There's no timetable for his return. We wish him the best. Obviously, just be healthy.
Yeah,
but without him, they're not winning the World Series. So look, keep an eye on that as we get these pennant races keep going. I told you the Brewers are still red hot. They played the Cubs. The Cubs got a couple back on them this week in Chicago. Of course, you got that San Diego Dodgers division, which is crazy right now. They're back and forth. I always feel like no matter what, Dodgers always know how to beat the Padres when they have to. Seems like they kind of sleepwalk. Ohtani got lit up the other night against the Rockies. He got shelled.
The Rockies?
Yeah, 4 innings, 5 runs, 9 hits. He got hammered. Okay.
Well, I mean, he can't do everything.
No, he can't do
Can he
everything.
play
The
the field at all or no?
He could play right field if he had to, but they're not going to ask him to do that.
Okay.
And I do want to talk about one stat, Jess, before we move on from baseball. You saw the
Where are we moving on to, Bob?
you saw the Seattle. We got stuff. Trust me. I always got stuff.
Okay.
You saw the Seattle Mariners. I always told you, like, they loaded up with Iggy Suarez and Josh Naylor, and they have that pitching staff. And they just I always feel like they get in their own way. And here they are right now. They're still in it, but they lost 6 straight at one point, and they kind of went back to the pack. And like I said, even Boston's been fortunate that some of these wildcard teams, other than Kansas City, have kind of flattened out and haven't been hot because the Red Sox be looking up right now. So they should be fortunate for where they are. But the Mariners kind of always just seem to get in their own way. But I want to talk about one pitcher really quick. I've mentioned him before, and I need a promise from you on my birthday weekend that you will not try to be Jessica or Jeffrey Osborne for 1 second, but Brian Wu, please don't. My birthday.
Only because it's your birthday.
All right, Brian Wu is 10-7 on the season with a 3.02 ERA. It's impressive, but that's not what I noticed. It's just crazy. He's had 24 starts this year, as you kind of
Sorry.
rock
It's
side
in my
to
head.
side.
I'm not even listening to what you're saying.
That's in the promo. It's go up to Keep and Score. Go listen to the promos if you're driving in your car on 790 The Score.
Drive off
It's
the
there.
road.
It's there. Watch out for the guardrails. But what's impressive about Wu, it's just crazy, Jess, is he's had 24 starts this year, and he's pitched 6+ innings in every start. I mean, this guy hasn't had a clunker yet. You're talking about like a game where you'd go 3 2/3. It's not your night. This guy is 6+ every game. So, and he's like a middle to the back of the rotation guy. That's how good their pitching staff is. But Wu has been terrific for the Seattle Mariners. As I say it every time, you're tempted to start.
I'm not doing it because it's your birthday
singing.
weekend.
I made it very clear.
I know. I'm being very good.
From the rip. But actually, he was a kid that earlier in the season, about 2 months ago, had a game against the Yankees where he had a no-hitter going into the 8th inning against the Yankees. And actually, the funny thing was they were up 5-0 in that game. He gave up a hit. They pulled him out, and the Mariners blew the game. They're closing Munoz, who's got a 1 ERA. Yankees pulled that one out of the fire and won an extra. So, like I said, when the money's on the line, I still say Yankees. The teams like the Mariners, they don't get it done. They just don't. Just felt like I had to get that off my chest. But there's still a lot. Like I said, it's going to be fun this last month.
You keep saying there's a lot of baseball left. Last week it was 40 games. Now it has to be like less than that.
It's
so
in
that's
the
not a lot.
low 30s. You got all of September and the rest of August. So there's a lot of baseball left. But it goes by quick. But the Red Sox, because I think that in September they've got 24 games. They've got 12 at home, 12 on the road. So and listen, I told you all season long, if they were to just get in the postseason, I won't say, I just want to win one series. just get in the postseason. That'd be a happy year for me, no matter what happens. But I'm just letting you know, and we'll talk about it as it gets closer. But some of this stuff with
9:38 on
some of this
August
stuff,
24th.
some of this stuff with all the wild card situations, I think like one team gets a bye, and then like the team that's got the best record of all of them gets like all 3 home games. So you'd have to play like all road games. I'm just letting you know this is a crazy stat. Red Sox are 125 games into the season. I think they've won 1 series on the road this year. So, that means they've only taken 2 out of 3 once.
Yeah.
3 out of 4. Everything, if it's a 4-game series, maybe they got a split. That's not good. So obviously, if there's a team that needs to be at Fenway for a little bit of home cooking, it would be Boston. So my point is, if you want that wild card, you better get it together and get it going, because that third wild card, you're going to be on the road. It's a more difficult path.
I believe in them more than other teams, so I think you're going to be fine. All right,
Partner believes.
I do. I just.
Well,
I
hope you're right. My camp, my people that are close to me, they're always waiting for the other shoe to fall.
I know, and I get that, but I still, again, ever since Devers left, what did I tell you? Thank you very much.
Delcott texted me the other night and said he was after the Thursday game, said, if we win 2 out of the next 3, yeah, of course I want 3 out of 4. I'd be just happy with a split. I don't want to see the Yankees run the table and win 3 after we won 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not greedy. You split 4, both teams are still right there. Nobody separates from the other. We're not going to run away from the Yankees, and I'm hoping the Yankees don't run away from us. So that's just the way it is. After those 2 losses against Baltimore at home, that hurt. After that Sunday loss versus the Marlins, I was in a bad place for those 3 days. I wasn't good. Wasn't good.
On the Rotary? No, that wasn't that. That wasn't that. We'll get back to that later. All right, we got 20 minutes left. We still have to do your birthday gift. So we're going to do, speaking of birthdays, let's hit it. I found the bed. It is Sunday, August 24th. Who was born today?
Okay, please don't laugh at me. Former Red Sox outfielder Harry Hooper. Okay?
Oh, God, what year?
Born in 1887. Listen, he lived a long life. He passed away in 1974. I was 3. I was born when he passed away. My God, he was born in 1887. Hall of Fame right field, and he was part of the World Series champion Red Sox team 1912, 15, 16, and 18. Obviously, that 18 team.
1918.
That 18 team was the last team that win it for 86 years. So Harry Hooper, he's actually, if you look at, you go into the Red Sox history, he's one of the legendary guys from the old, as they would say, from the days of Adi Gord. Yeah. All right, I'm going to give a name that you definitely know.
Okay.
The legendary Cal Ripken.
Oh, very nice. Orioles.
Give it to
Beautiful
me.
eyes. 62.
65.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame shortstop, 19-time All-Star, AL MVP in 1983, where they won the World Series in his second year. That was the only World Series champion that he won. And World Series champ, I said in 83, he was also the MVP of the American League in 83 and 91.
Did he have a brother?
Yeah, Billy was a second baseman. He had the
baseball bat. My dad, I don't know where that thing is that has the thing
it's
on the
bottom
of it.
Supposed to be worth money because it said
bad word.
Yeah, a bad word.
It starts with the F.
So if you had the card to have
K.
it was worth some cheddar.
That's in my dad's armoire.
So of course, if you think of Cal Ripken, you're thinking good-looking eyes and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of the guy that broke Lou Gehrig's record for most games played. Lou Gehrig, 2,130 games. Ripken went on to play in 2,632 games.
Wow.
But he broke it, and finally they gave him some rest after that. But I think he played in 26-32 for his career, and then after the 21-30 they started to rest him.
Yeah,
he was playing every inning of every game.
That's insane.
I don't know how I just don't.
I know
it's crazy.
You got a game today,
and I got one basketball player from the 80s that you would definitely resonate with. Reggie Miller.
Nice. 59.
Good job. 60. NBA Hall of Famer, God for the Indiana Pacers, came out of the University of UCLA, brother of Cheryl Miller, played for the Pacers from 87 to 05. And obviously everyone remembers him. He never won an NBA championship. He's a pretty good analyst on TNT, but everyone remembers him for always drawing with Spike Lee all the time. In that game where he scored 8-9 points
in 30 seconds.
It was even less than that.
7 seconds.
And it was down. The game was over, and he was taunting Lee. That was crazy.
The choke thing?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to shift over to the entertainment side. This is more for laughs. I know you're going to rag on me for this.
Okay, got it.
Chad Michael Murray is 44. Okay, you're wondering who he is.
Your boy crush?
You know who he is?
Yes, of course.
All right, so
One Tree Hill.
Yeah, so TV actor. He's done a lot of CW. He's never really graduated from the CW, but Dawson's Creek, One Tree Hill, He was married to the beautiful and a little bit eccentric Sophia Bush.
Okay. Was married?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think they're married anymore. He
okay.
was also in Riverdale, which I watched during the COVID lockdown.
You would have watched it if it wasn't COVID.
And now he is actually one of the stars on one of my more recent shows, Sullivan's Crossing.
And it keeps popping up on my Netflix, by the way. And I'm like, how does he watch this? He's overlooking the lake and he's wearing his white beater.
I am very interested to see what you think of this comedian because I don't know what to make of him, but the very talented Dave Chappelle is 52. You're a big Chappelle fan?
Love Dave Chappelle.
All right, so obviously, I think
Genius.
I just think of him as he got that big contract to be on with the Comedy Central,
yeah,
and he
the
went
Chappelle
AWOL or
Yeah,
something.
he had a little. He's in his latest stand-ups. He talks about like he went and he went through some stuff, and then he came back, and I think he's genius. We watched all of his specials on Netflix.
Really?
You should watch that.
All right, I like Chappelle, but I'm going to mention one movie that I liked the movie, and he had a small part, and he was funny because he's just.
Was he the trash guy?
No, he was like a little bit of a crook in Blue Streak with Martin Lawrence and not Owen Wilson, his brother Luke Wilson.
Oh, okay.
That was a good movie.
All right.
But
I thought Half Baked is what you were going to say.
All right, yeah, Half Baked. All right,
He's in a lot.
okay. And I've got one movie release.
Okay.
It's baseball. It's my birthday weekend, so I had to do it.
Yes.
And listen, it's not going to be up for it was never up for an Academy Award, but Summer Catch came out in 2001.
Okay.
It's about life on the playing down in the Cape Cod League.
Oh.
And I've been to the field down where they play, where they did the movie. I went with PV when he used to rent the house down on the Cape every summer.
Oh,
Back
does
in
he
the
still
day.
do that?
No, he's not doing that with wife and 2 kids now. But I had some good times down there. But obviously, the movie starred Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Beal.
Oh, yeah, all right.
That was really
Jennifer Beal or Jessica Biel?
Jessica Biel. I'm sorry.
Jennifer Beal
Oh yeah,
is a little older.
All right, so it's Jessica Biel.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would have been an age gap on that one.
Brian Dennehy, the late Brian Dennehy, one of my favorite actors. He was the manager in it, and of course Matthew Lillard was in it. The kid from the Scream. He was the catcher in it. Really good movie about adjusting to the wooden bats. Freddie Prinze Jr. in the movie is actually from the area.
Okay.
So and he's just one of those you were saying earlier about melting down. He would just melt down and just couldn't get out of his own way.
Mm-hmm.
He had the arm, the talent. Really good movie. His brother was Jason Gedrick in it, a good character actor. He was in Boomtown with your boy Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh, please, let's not bring that up anymore.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know how that went over,
No.
but
Keep talking.
those are my birthdays and releases for August 24th.
Very nice. All right, so now, we have 14 minutes left.
Yeah.
We're going to do, because it is your birthday weekend.
Hey,
Hold
real
on.
quick, Jess,
Yeah, go ahead.
any house cleaning, we don't know exactly when, but we have it's not going to be like a total segment, but we are returning to the road show for a brief
Oh,
stint.
yes.
I'll
We
let
have,
you elaborate on that.
Brendan came in. We shot, I can't believe the production that went into that. I didn't anticipate that. I thought literally we were going to shoot it on an iPhone. And then he comes in, he's like, so basically what it is, the Roadie Roundup took a little bit of a break for the summer. And now Brendan is taking the Roadie Roundup. Like he travels to places. So it was fun. It was good.
Yeah.
He had a little script for us and we obliged. And it was, I know the studio's bigger for us, but when you get 6 people in here,
Yeah.
not that big.
I
So
mean, we're doing it over and over, and we need like 9 or 10 takes. I don't think you needed to hear about my favorite summer song 17 times in the year attached to it, but it was fun. It was
it
a
had
good
to be
time.
done in one take, and that was the big thing. It had to be done in one take, so that's why. That's why it was. So we'll let you know when it's coming on. And then before we get to you opening your gifts, I will say this. I have to go on my morning walks. I've been eating and drinking like a jerk. Like, I don't know how many years ago I lost 23 pounds. I pretty much gained it all back. So now I'm just like, I got to do my morning walks. And I always like having a chore with that. So Jess had something that I had to send to UPS. So I walked to the UPS store and I'm like, you know what? I need a bottle of wine. So then I cut across A Street. You didn't see me. And then I went to Casale's and I bought a bottle of wine. So then I was walking back. And I'm like, I guess I'll check out the Rotary, but I shouldn't have because they're still doing so much work. Like, just don't walk around the Rotary in Cranston where Oaklawn, Atwood, and Cranston meet. And then I turned my head because I was going to cross, and I see you not very well versed in the Rotary decisions, to say the least. You were just like, oh, no, do I go? Do I stop? Do I go? And I just was standing there. I stopped. I was laughing at you. And then you start to go, and you're like, hey, do you need a ride? I'm like, keep going. You're blocking the flow of traffic. And then you proceed to follow me. I'm just like, just go. He's like, what are you, got a bottle of wine? In your
All right, so you just got her take on it, okay? You're gonna get my quick take on it. So
Okay.
obviously every morning I do muffin and a coffee at Mom's.
Yep.
I'm leaving Dunkin' Donuts. So now you're hitting past like since Citizens Bank, right
Yes.
around there. I already can start to see like it looked like
Traffic.
more like a detour to me. So I'm like, I don't want to get caught in this.
because I don't know how to get to my
so I
mom's.
take
I do.
Well, I could cut through my neighbor. I grew up on Oxford Street, so I could cut through and then loop
Smart.
around. But I got greedy. I tried to go the other way, so I went through A Street
Yes.
where Bobby is, and I took a right. And now I come around the rotary. I'm starting, and I'm struggling. I don't know what I am struggling. But then
I
I
wish
got.
I took video.
Well, listen, I'm automatically struggling.
Yes,
But
true.
it didn't help to see like a female walking, look like from Sanford and Son, Ned the Wino. I see this brown bag and this girl walking, having a good. I don't know if you were power walking, but
Of
you were
course I was
walking.
power walking.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you caught me, and it was an advantageous like a route to take. But I mean, I ended up seeing you, and I thought maybe you'd jump in, but you said no, I'm good.
I gotta get my steps
But
in.
keep going, like is what you're saying. So obviously that was my Wednesday morning on the way. That was an interesting route.
So then I'm walking past my mom's and I'm like, I text her later. I'm like, hey, by the way, do you check the ring for the front door? Because I want to see if there's a video of me walking by with a bottle of wine, which was in the brown paper bag, of course, very classy.
Yeah.
And Casale's Liquors, of course. And she's like, no, but I thought that would have been funny to add.
Well, then I thought, I'm saying to myself, you already, like, I don't even know what time Casale's opens, but I'm thinking, like, it was like
Early.
before 10. I thought they opened like at 10.
No,
they
it's like
open earlier than
8:30.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. No, they're always there.
No, they're solid.
They're
They're
going
right,
to put all the stuff on the sidewalk.
they're right on point. I've been buying their cards, like, and when you walk in, they got like some like baseball cards and wrestling
yeah.
cards, which I wouldn't, but they're like $1, $2. So like one day I just cleaned them all up. There was a Jeter rookie. It was like $5. I bought it. It was
Nice.
nothing great, but like I don't collect like I used to, but it's just fun just to have them. I'm like, what's another $10 while I'm buying like whatever? So I've been having to
You're
go for the.
Jack Fire.
I've been having to go for the restaurant a lot. We've been, a couple of things we ran out of. We didn't run out of. The distributors hasn't had them in stock.
Okay, because I don't think
So-
you can legally say that, but yeah, go
so
ahead.
we've had to,
Let's keep moving on.
so we had to go. Yeah, make it. I got to have the product for my customers. One of my regulars likes the CNC, so I had to go get.
Yeah, you're,
some, yeah.
that's why you're
So,
that's why you're the best.
Like, yeah, well, it was
Yeah.
actually one of our former sponsors, so I definitely had to
Oh,
do it.
you definitely have
So,
to. Yeah.
yeah.
Former. Well, we'll get them back. Dave.
No, it was Woodlawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we gotta
So,
get them. Yeah. We'll come back on. All right. Well, it's that time. We got 10 minutes left in the show. It's
Oh, wow.
Dean's birthday weekend. Time to open your gifts. Let me see if I have another birthday bed.
That's funny. You're not gonna run that for the whole 10, are you? Oh, please.
Dean, happy birthday to you.
Like
All
I almost
right,
feel like
that's
with that
it.
music,
Yeah, that's terrible. That's
I feel like,
1986.
I feel like I'm at like an establishment, but I'm just saying, like I'm in a chair in somebody's.
Not wearing a bathing suit. Let's say.
Which, by the way, I didn't. My boss's son always has to say something like not negative. He's funny. He's got some good material.
Yeah.
But he had made a comment the other night, and it's always in good fun. But he goes, yeah, because your new studio looks like a strip club. I'm like, all right,
Oh,
chill out.
Don't
dude.
worry.
Like,
We can, well, because we're on the pool, so we can make it look like a strip. Stay here. Here we go. Check us out on YouTube, by the way.
I've been down that
All
road
right,
before
so-
too.
All right, here's Dean's gift opening. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Feeling something. All right.
Okay, well,
All right.
that's where those. Check it out on YouTube. My God.
All right. Oh, very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yep.
Love it. So, yeah.
Let the camera know.
Boy, how'd you figure that one out?
Yeah, well, that's from Little Jess. So yes.
Aw.
Yeah, we can't drink it here, but we can tell everyone it's Jack Fire.
So I'll put it in the dead heat with the text I got from her the other morning. It's in the picture of Nia and this is
Very nice.
It's a coin flip. The funny thing is, you know what? I'm gonna drink this,
Yes.
but it's gonna be for a while more of like a souvenir for me. Because I have I have a bottle that's in my freezer
Yeah.
at home that has probably been in there for 2 years and I've never touched it.
Why?
Because to be honest with you,
You don't drink when
it's
you
a
go out
venue.
home?
I do, but it's a venue thing. I feel like that's my PJs thing.
Okay.
So when I'm home, it's wine, beer,
Mhm.
maybe Sun Cruiser, like different, Grey Goose and Gatorade, that
Oh,
kind of
yes.
thing. So this
Hydrate
could
and
be like,
dehydrate.
for now, this is probably going to go down at the bar, probably next to the Corpus vodka that you got me from Tyler last year.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
More
I
like
didn't have Jack
so-
Daniels. I know it for
But
I could have Tommy Casale's night.
little Jess, very, very, very grateful for that. Thank you. Very sweet. All right, I'm feeling some type of a book.
Yes.
I hope it's something with pictures and I don't have to read it.
I don't know if you have.
Uh-oh.
Do you already have that one?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. This is great. It doesn't. I don't think it gets any better than this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's The Sopranos. Go ahead. Cocktail. Was it Cocktail Book? The official
it doesn't
cocktail
get
book.
any better than this. I'm like,
So-
with all the reels that have been popping up, like it's just, I'm just can't get enough of it. Look at this, Furio's Martini, the Martina. Yeah, that didn't go well for Artie. Who would have thought? I saw take. Benny really did a number on this place. See, I can't help it.
Yes.
Well, how about the other day? I think you wanted to throw me out of the studio.
Oh my
with
God!
Brendan.
You and Brendan. It was
He
all
was
not
egging me on, though. It was him.
Yes.
He was like, "Boy, you really?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a sick individual. I'm demented when it comes to it." He said, "Wow, I didn't really know that." Like, I kind of had him stumped a couple of more
Oh,
times.
of course.
He-
So you got to stay. Well, we'll talk about this off air because we only got 6 minutes left. So, I mean, you do more. Oh, look at these lights.
wow.
This is definitely birthday
Great
lights right now.
What?
No, you go too deep when you go. You go from Seinfeld, who's the sister and the cousin that
Yeah.
played again. Like,
So it's all
I'm
about.
sorry, no, it's about the scene. Like, he
Yeah.
knows the story. He doesn't know that Elaine's
I got
real
him.
sister
I got him
was
on
in
the.
episode
Yeah,
6.
and I got him on the road show that last year, and then he said
He
there
never
is
cast his back, by the
there
way.
is no plot. Well, we did a solid the other day. Did we come back for the Super Bowl or maybe the March Madness again?
All right,
You got the new blood Negroni.
There is a gin drink I would like you to make in there. So, for me.
Oh, there's an angle.
Yeah, sorry.
This is
Because I have
This
that
is-
book and I don't know how to make any of those, even though it has the instructions.
This
But I
is-
want you to do it.
this
for me.
is wonderful.
All right, very
I don't know if I've heard of the aperitivo meal, but okay.
Well, you can try
It's
it.
got tea. Listen, anything Sopranos. Again, this is like between this, the Jack Fire. These are more like, yeah, the book, great, wonderful. I know you want me to make you something, but it's
Yeah.
more, these are souvenirs to me. That's
Okay.
how I see them. Like, as like, just like if I give you a Jordan book, it's going in your art.
Oh,
It's
of
like, it's showcase. So,
Yeah, it is showcase. That's a nice one.
Thank
Put
you
it
so much.
in the man cave at the bar. Oh, I didn't sign it.
I'm not asking you to sign. I mean, I love you, but I mean, you're my partner.
Jess kept saying, like, you're going to give him a card? I'm like, no. Like, why am I going to give him a card? All right, you got one more. Go ahead.
Oh, wow, one more.
Yeah. I didn't think it was one
I
gift.
thought
each.
that was it. I'm happy.
No.
Listen,
Pained me to buy it.
I'm feeling some type of lid. Solid.
No, ruin it.
Feeling it.
Take it
How
out
many
of the
minutes? How
bag.
many minutes we got?
We got 4. Show the camera.
I'm so excited. I looked at the.
Yeah, put it up a little. There you go. So tell the people it's radio. You got to tell the
Yeah,
people.
so Daddy here. Great show. So it looks to me like a Red Sox hat, and it looks like it's signifying the All-Star game. Would
Yeah.
that be from 1999, or is that like the All-Star game that?
I thought it was the one from this year.
Oh, okay, all right. 'Cause I can't. My eyes are so bad. It says. Yeah, you're right. Atlanta 2025. That's sweet.
Yep. So I don't know
That
if
is
it's a
sweet.
fitted hat. So I don't know if it's going to be like when we were talking about the show.
Yeah.
You said I like their hats because they had the red top and the blue.
No, you got me. And I love the. It's not mesh, but it's got that feeling of like just the
Breathable.
look of it.
It's a
Yeah.
breathable wear.
Yeah, no, this is nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy birthday to Dean.
Oh, listen, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm in this beautiful studio right now. We're
That
doing,
looks like a stripper place,
we're
but that's
doing a
fine.
great show. I got Jack Fire here. I got
That's
a
to be
cocktail
determined.
book. This is nice. This is nice. And it should fit, but it's funny that how much time we got left?
We got 2 minutes.
Yeah, so like obviously the sizes have to go out for the Arizona trip. And I gave them to my buddy Frank who booked the flight.
Yep.
But Mike Rice is the guy who's running it, and I guess they sent out a roster that had all our sizes on it. Everything got botched, so I can still fix it. But I only went by the hat that they gave me for baseball this year, and it says small/medium. I don't know.
Oh, all right. So I don't know.
This is medium large. It should be fine. And
If it's not, then I'll just send it back and get you another one.
sending stuff back.
Well,
See, you order stuff. You
Yeah,
wanna just-
I don't have
This
time.
is pretty.
I did go into Dick's to try and get you that green shirt, with the B.
Yeah.
They're the
I said
The
I
wall
like
ones?
the green uniforms. I didn't say I was going to wear the gear though. I didn't.
All right.
I was like,
good because
yeah.
they didn't have your size. So,
this is really something. This is really nice with the stars on it. This
Yeah.
doesn't get any better than this.
You're a
Thank you so
star.
much. Yeah, I know. I remember when I brought it up about Chapman being in the game, and he had the red on it just looked nice. The
Yeah.
uniform with the contrast to the gray.
I didn't
with
get
the
you the
red.
uniform. Maybe next year. You're a good boy, and there's no card in there. This is Keeping Score with Jess and Dean. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and now on YouTube. You can check out the lights. We have a light show that is going on, and the rest of the people in the building are like they're going to ruin the studio within the next 2 weeks. There's no doubt about it. So that's it. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. And do you want to tell us where you're going for dinner? No, you don't want to tell us where you're going for dinner.
What?
I'm just saying. Are you playing baseball tonight too?
I'm probably just gonna do basketball and then
Okay, that's what I thought.
and then have a little buffer in between.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
All right, so make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be back next week. A little teaser. We're going to be talking about. We're going to do our layout of the Patriots season.
We'll
We're gonna
go
see how
around the
wins
NFL
are.
and make some picks, some surprises. Who do we think the Chalks, the Chiefs, what kind of year they're going to have? We're going to get all into it, dive into the rosters. There should be some cuts in the next week also, and I will get into Hard Knocks and get some things going.
Yeah, that's kind of boring. All right, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.